Howdy folks, this is the command line Vulpine here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program, where we have a few things we can do now. We still need to land on Eve again and land on the actual surface, because we haven't been getting credit for this one for just landing in the water. We have to transmit science from Eve 2, which could be done with doing that mission, or we should have a working probe there that can send some data back, which we'll probably do that right now. We have another magnetic field survey around Dre's, which is active. We just have to change the inclination of our spacecraft, which should be doable. And we got to go to Jewel and stuff. So, last things first. Let's go to Eve with what's already there. And this one's splashed down. Not the way you want things to go. No, don't explode. All right. It lives. So, with you splashed down, even little life splashed down. Should just be able to send a empty temperature scan home. Good morning, ladies and gentle Kerbs. It's going to be a real scorcher out at sea today with surface highs of over 150 degrees expected and sunny weather all day. Better take plenty of water with you when you go out and a dip to cool off. This is Jeb for KSWN. Send it. Yeah. Easy mode contract. That's what I expected. All right. Space Center. I guess we could go on tracking station, go to Dres, see if we can reposition that satellite. Should be doable. I don't remember how much fuel is still with it, but surely it's got fuel. Other than the Moho lander, I usually have a track record of taking way too much fuel. Yeah, like Moho, kind of like Mercury in real life. Surprisingly, like, harder to get there than it is to just go to, like, Jupiter or something. So, map. How do we see, because I know it can be done. I want to 60 degree inclination. Where can I see my existing inclination? As like a number. It used to be you could see like where the orbit that you needed to get to is. Now, this is like the mapping tool. I guess MechJeb or Flight Engineer, you probably have inclination of 60. And it does have at least 60. I'm assuming it needs to be closer. Remember where we need to make this maneuver to make it work. I think it's got to be... Gotta be near the planet, right? Looking for... I need like something that shows me the inclination of this maneuver. Right? That's the wrong way. I guess if I set Dres as the target, I can get some. Wish this maneuver node would go away, though. Doesn't want to go away. It's like mega broke. I can't like click on it or anything. There it goes. Okay. We set. It's already my target. Shouldn't be because I don't have I don't have the descending node and ascending node. That's what I'm looking for. Bruh. I'm having a hell of a time clicking on these things, man. I think this is kind of like what it wants from us. Boop, 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 boop. Node in 1 minute. I don't know what the engine on this thing's capable of. It says 2-second burn, so I'll believe it. No. That's worse. All right. That's a worse inclination than what we had. I didn't have the right thing popped open, unfortunately. I have a lot of maneuvering juice here, so let's just use our maneuvering juice. Okay, that's sending it up. We don't want up. Inclination. It's weird that it says at least 60 because that's strange. This maneuver is basically like that is not what this thing says the inclination is, but okay. I don't know. I don't understand what it wants. This thing has enough juice it could probably land on the dang thing. Do you have a lander attached to you, or are you just you're just a probe? You might be able to just sit on it, though. I don't know. Kind of underarmed this probe. All right. Now, back to the Space Center. I think we're going to try to do this contract to take Kerbals around the Mun. Highly simple. It will be a pretty heavy spaceship, but it doesn't need any science parts. Oh, speaking of science, got a lot of science now that we've been to Moho. Lanter, more compact, lightweight, nuclear thermal rocket design. I would like these because the nuclear rocket's really good for going into deep space. A powerful vacuum technology can get. Electric pumped rocket engine. Wolfhound liquid fuel engine. Largest about for its size, this upper stage engine will leave your ears ringing. Nuclear power. Liquid metal cooled reactor. Big sphere tank. Liquid hydrogen. Probably don't need any of those. Bunch of inner stages and attachment parts. Active cooling system. Airplane stuff. We need to start landing rovers on things. Long-term science. Solar particle collector. Planetary laboratory. Multi-bandwidth transceiver. Hey, it's the JWST. More science stuff is always good. It pays dividends. Constant integer, MPO probe. Algae farm, relay antenna. I might need these bigger antennas if we're going to start going to the outer planets here. Thermal power generator. Oh, it's like a custom-made solar array or transmitter array. You can make it as big as you want, huh? Thermal solar beamed power dish. So it just gets energy? Crazy. Like it receives energy from lasers from like a ground station. I haven't had to deal with like the heat generation and stuff. Return habitation, planetary habitat. It'd be interesting to do at some point. I think we need to get just like better engine parts. Like the nuclear engines, the higher efficiency engines, very high efficiency. Liquid metal injection engine. Electric power to heat up the aluminum to its melting point before pumping into the nozzle or reacts with liquid oxygen. Aluminum and liquid oxygen? What the hell? Crusader thermal rocket. Dionysius 1D engine upgrade. Nuclear power. Getting into stuff that I like don't even know what it is, and I'm a space nerd. Meter heat shield. Or if just like some more radio receivers and stuff. The automation, relay antenna. Some beefy antennas there. Just I know the probe at Dres does not have like very good radio contact at all. So if we ever go to Joules, we're going to be toasted. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the mission parameters for this. Let's just fly by, orbit the Mun. I'll have to make sure we can do an orbit around Kerbin because we might have to. Oh, you have to land on? Shoot, I didn't see that one. Also land. That's kind of a lot. I'm just gonna cancel you. Oh, you're worth a lot if I complete you. I don't want to land on Minmus. I could go around the Mun, no problem. I could probably land on Minmus too without too much trouble, but that's kind of a lot. It'll take a long time. Surface of Moho. Space around Moho. I'll post on the Mun eventually. Okay, so we're going to Eve. We got to land on Eve, but we have to do it on the surface, which is easier said than done because you can't see where you're landing with the environmental and visual enhancements and odds installed. I've been thinking if we built a probe that is an airplane. No, that sounds like madness. Evilander Mark II. That's fine. Didn't we save you with a new engine? I'm not sure why you're... I guess I turned it into the Moho goer. I thought that is the new engine. The Mastodon. Yeah. I slapped the Mastodon on here as the replacement. It's a weird looking thing. Okay. So you should still have all your parachutes and stuff because you need those badly. Unless we're replacing you with a plane. It's like really just like a glider is what I'm thinking. Oh, it's nice though that this thing is just ready to go. I don't have to change anything. We'd have to remake most of it from scratch. What am I thinking? Let me think. All right, YOLO. Let's toss it. Let's see. I have to use my big old thinking brain though, because this thing has to get built vertically and then flip horizontally. Let's see. 0.5. Looking at their control. Like this one doesn't have any control. Reaction wheels. Okay, I just wanted to see what size they were. Probably you. Oh, there's the Rove mat too, but you're... Ooh. You don't have any control. It's gonna be a plane, not a rover, so... I'm pretty sure Eve has no oxygen, right? Obviously. So it can't be like a pressure-fed system. So it's still gonna need like a nose cone. Not an air take, but a nose cone. There's the aerodynamics here. I could give it an engine. It'd be a rocket engine. It wouldn't be a... Oh, that's gigantic. Is there a way to sort it by, like... No, there's mass here, but wasn't there, like filter by size? Not like, yeah, like that's not really gonna help too much. You always just use tweak scale to make something that doesn't work. I'll give in and sort it by mass. Clearly that is higher mass first. Genic takes, not what we're looking for. Looking for one that's good in an atmosphere. 262 on the spark. Liquid fuel. Traveling wave reactor engine. Nuclear engine has low thrust, but it's very lightweight. You're for space, okay. Vacuum optimized. $260 an atmosphere for you. $275 an atmosphere for you. Your rocket engine, not rocket engine, the opposite. But you're pretty good. LH2, adjustable throttle, inductively afterburning arc. Electric velocity, low exhaust velocity but high thrust. Whoa, you're incredibly good in that vacuum. Holy shit. With a third electric pump, a rocket engine. Use liquid fuel on oxidizer. I'm sure you must... Can you lock, please? You must use electricity, right? The engine does stop if it's under 10%. Might be a problem. Pretty huge. Well, ye old Wildcat. It's a little bigger than I want, but like taller. But it has pretty good atmospheric performance. Might even need a smaller probe than this. Wonder if I'm overthinking it to give it an engine at all. If it can just glide. No, indecisive, but this is just like very different for me to build. Okay, payload. Actually, that's true. This cone could be a service module, and that would save us some space. Nice and tight in there. Goes gravioli. I feel down the stairs and gravioli on me. That's on an angle. Not too pretty. Gamma ray spectrometer. What do you even do? What do you even do? You look for a resource. Not interested. Really, seismometer. Atmospheric fluid spectrometer. remember if this is the thing that has to get submerged or not. No, I can't shrink you. You may not be coming with us. Barometer. Also known as a barometer. Surface scanning pod. Resource scanners. Not interested. Unique albedo of neutrons. Collect hydrogen data. Now I know they've put the dynamic albedo of neutrons on rovers. So I suspect this is something that works on the surface, not in water, not in space, etc., etc., etc. What else have we got? Show me what else you've got. This is the submersible one, so this one might not be, but... Nautilus sensor. I think this is for finding weird anomalies. The micro goo pod. Also known as the good stuff. Surface analyzer. X-ray experiment. You can come. You are invited to the party. That's the way it's supposed to face, huh? Pretty sure this thing works, even though it kind of looks like it won't. Tweak scale it down a little bit, though. Centered. That was the neat thing in Kerbal Space Program 2, is the ability to like recenter is a little bit better. I can't really recenter on this. Scan, been there, done that. It's a scan sat. Like, I wish I could filter the scan sat stuff out. I think I probably can, like, click on these other ones, but I don't know. I kind of need to see what the other mods have added too, though. Soil moisture sensor, that's for space, I think. Experiment storage, this is the thing that I could pull all the experiments to one place, which can be handy. Magnetometer. This is the squad one. I don't think the squad one works on the ground. Radar altimeter. Hey, this is a ground scanner. Well, no. Experiment return units. Pretty much the same size as what we've got. Get into some heavy duty boys here. Oh, that's the inline mystery Science Junior. There's the smaller. Yeah, sort of smaller. It's a big friggin' drill, man. I feel like this isn't necessary for it to be that big. I think you've seen the... Spirit and Opportunity rovers have drills on their arms. It doesn't need to be this big. Yeah, well, you know, that's a really high mass thing. I don't think we're going to bring it. Where's the other magnetometer, though? This one. All right, we need multiple transmitters. So, like sticking one of these on for entry because this one will be protected by the shield, but I might need a better transmitter than like this one. Which, while can be effective, has like extremely limited range. Come on. Yeah. Especially if I shrink it, it'll probably even have less range because I think it scales. Okay, and then it needs like a fold out one that can stay safe until it's landed, which is going to be probably this. Although this is also where my parachute goes, so I don't know. That's not what I grabbed. Okay. I can live with it. Now. Utility. What are you? Cargo pot. It's a fireworks. A little bit silly. Sturtle radio mount camera. Huh. Neat, but not necessary. Still sort of, but why are these? Where's the smaller? Oh, here's the small one. And it has a pretty thick atmosphere, so it probably shouldn't need all that many parachutes, but I do get scared. Make them smaller. Oops, not you. Can. That's pretty small. We could do 75%. I think you can. Like, yeah, there you go. Okay, it's got transmitters. Various types. It's got all of its science. It's got all of its parachutes. It needs landing legs. It's a high gravity world, so, well, not super high, but Kerbal level. Again, nice. 69. Now we need a heat shield. A big old chonker one. That's not big old chonking enough. There you go. Make sure those legs get out. Get out there far enough. Now. It's like mining stuff. I was seeing if there was a different type of drill maybe for science, but no. Jesus. I kind of want to keep the balance, so I'm wondering if I should do like half. You know, keep 2 on there. Okay. Shut on. Some stuff poking out of there, but it's not too bad. And then, utility. Shrink those bad boys down. How do we do the advanced rotate? I have to click on something. Oh, here it is. There we go. This will help us with landing. And then I think it is good to be tossed back on top. Oh, you know what? This doesn't have any battery. Glad I remembered. Doesn't have any solar panels either. Electrical. Toss the Baghdad battery on there. Solar panels. Okay. Yeet. Yeet. Parachutes. Do. Wait. I'm dumb. The whole point of that was, like, we've already made this. The whole point was to make it a glider. No, F it. It's gonna be too much work, man. Just send it. I think it's a better design than the one I had before anyway. It's heavier, but it also has like 2 extra drills, and I think it has more science parts. The orbiter, do you still need stuff? I don't think the orbiter needs any extra science stuff now. It technically doesn't even need an orbiter, this one. Yeah, there's a remote guidance unit in there. Don't think it needs one. No, it should probably have one because the planet's still doesn't have like permanent radio coverage. Doesn't need such big solar panels though. That much is true. Those will be a little bit less cumbering. I do want it to have relay antennas, but do we have... the high gain. Because these kind of just like jet out and put down a lot of drag on our vehicle. So I could do that instead. It'll be more compact. Everything else is good. Had too much fuel before, so even though it's a little bit less fuel efficient now, it should be fine. We're out of time for this video, though. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And until next time, I hope you have a good day.